Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run with Allen. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And Joseph Charlton and the punt team on now for the Panthers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. Nifty move. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 2nd and 5. And a give this time to the tailback. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
That's to Fulgham, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From midfield, here's Lance. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And some room to run now. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Russell Gage, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in big sky country. Or any speed limits out there. And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Oh, man.
And his kick is no good.
I knew as soon as I did that, too, and I didn't even mean to. I'm like, wow, he's probably going to miss this now. And he fucking did. Didn't even mean to distract you there, for real. I'm like, what? He's going to fucking miss it. The rain, man.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Second down and 8. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here's Joseph Charlton now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Darnold on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Allen. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now Darnold. Underneath to Allen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Six nothing our score after one. The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15. Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Smith to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
This is taken at about the 14. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance being chased out left. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
To try again after the sack, Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Smith to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Three yards remain for second down. Now Allen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And some room to work. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run. This is Allen. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, it's Allen. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. That's Samuel, caught left side. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The drive starts with a run by Allen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Darnold. To Allen on the dump off. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And taken right at the 35. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Working from the gun. Lance checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One-handed, love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session to be saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more time.
And they won't.
8 more time.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And a give this time to the tailback. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I can understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Darnold. He's got Allen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 44, Darnold. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because...
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Allen. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D. Ford that time, getting the sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise. In your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. No. Check.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Second down and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Derek Brown in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Darnold.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Now Darnold.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Darnold to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
96 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
And they will take a knee here. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched